So, as I'm listening to you, Brianna,
Uh-huh.
it was this thing that came across like my notebook I was writing, and it said, "Let God lead, but the rest is up to you." And I was like, "What does that mean?" But no, like rest, because a lot of times our logical mind get in the way. Like that's not reality. I got bills. I got this. I got that. But it's like let God lead, and the rest is up to you.
Okay. Have you ever made a financial decision that completely changed your career?
Yes.
Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money, money.
When it comes to paying myself, that also include my family. So I already family off bat all my income, a 25% go to my family, and it breaks down from my intermediate family to past that. And I don't have all the money I want right now, but it's coming. And so even if I have $100 and I take 33 of those dollars, and I may give my younger cousin 15, and like
Yeah. So you intentionally include your family.
Yeah.
In this. So okay. So
and
we
it's very subtle right now.
Yeah.
Because it's smaller amounts, but yeah, I make sure I circulate, and they'll see me, and I pop up with some gifts, or my friends. Like I calculate all this into it. And
wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So that's probably been the biggest, because now I'm telling my money where to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
and write the vision
coming,
and make it plain.
and writing a bit Becca too.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't talk about family. It sounds to me that family is extremely important to you.
Extremely.
You have brothers and sisters?
I have a sister.
A sister, okay.
Yeah. You know what? Family is very important to me, but I'm not close to anybody. I don't think I have one close relationship in my life.
Okay. You had a 2-parent household?
I had a 2-parent household.
You're not close to your mom or your dad?
Not really.
Or your sister?
I mean, I love them. We
communicate
and we hang out every now and then. But no, I don't have. Like, if I was to call my mom right now, she'd probably say, "I don't know." I mean, I don't know Shima. Even though that's my mom, and I don't know how that's like. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
She'll probably just be like. She'll probably say she doesn't have probably the same connection with me as she does my sister, but I know that she loves me.
Got you.
And I know she always just, Shima, you just go do what you want to say. And what my mom would say is, at 7 years old, I told her 2 things: that I wanted to be a teacher, and that I was moving to LA.
Oh, at 7 years old.
That's what she said to me. She said, Shima, you've been telling me this. Actually, when I was about 8 years old, I wrote a letter to Oprah on behalf of my mom. Yeah, and I said,
what?
Yeah.
Wow. What was the letter about?
I can't.
You can't talk about that? You don't want to get into that?
I just don't recall.
You don't even remember?
No,
a letter to Oprah.
Yeah,
wow.
I just, like, Oprah's gonna get this letter, because I think maybe on her show every now and then. Back then they used to write in, mail in.
Yeah, but yeah. You didn't get a response?
No, I don't even know if I actually
wrote it to the right place.
I know I addressed it like Dear Oprah, but I don't know if my mom sent it or not.
Yeah.
But she definitely said that. That's what I said. She was like, "You said it when you was a kid. You said I'm gonna live in LA." She told me these things. You said you was always gonna have a nice big home,
okay,
big house. You gonna live in LA, and you want to teach.
Wow. Okay.
So right now I'm a professor. I've lived in LA.
Do you feel like they're proud of you, your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. When you talk to them, well, when you do, get a chance to hang out, whatever, they seem.
Yeah, and during that time, 2019, I had moved, kind of like, not moved in, but I was staying with my aunt, and then finally I was like, let me just go home. Like, really go home, because even when I came back from Virginia, I wasn't going home. I was maybe spending time at my friend's house, maybe getting hotel rooms.
Yeah.
And then something in my heart just clicked and was like, go home.
Okay.
And everything from there has been.
Yeah. So who are you with when you love yourself the most outside of yourself?
Who am I with?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, what is it, a person around you that... No, it's just you. Walk like,
yeah.
It's just, that's so interesting to me, because you make it a point to put aside money and assets basically for these people.
Yeah. Friends, family,
but
my
you're
students. Like, even my students now, I include them. Like, hey, I'm always keep $150 to the side out of each of these checks, because if my student call and say, hey, I need $20, I want to be able to help them, because right now I'm doing 100 days of rich energy, and we'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
we definitely got to talk about that.
So like I'm really embodying this, like rich outside of just money, but still like I need to have it. I want to have it.
Yeah, and it's gonna come to you. Okay, see, I got a few other questions, but now we gotta touch on this 100 Days to Rich Energy Challenge.
Oh yeah.
For one, what day are we on right now?
I don't know. It's probably like day 3 or 4.
Okay. So we fresh into it.
Yeah,
okay.
we very fresh into it.
And are you doing it by yourself, or you have other people with you?
The people, God will send all his angels for sure.
Okay.
So the people coming, my students been asking more about when we're gonna do the video with your new car.
Okay.
Yeah, so just it's on its way for sure. But yeah, 100 Days of Rich Energy. I'm about to drop the Rich Energy morning routine.
Okay.
Like how I start my day. I'm vlogging more. I just applied to be a faculty fellow at the college, and that's gonna take my academia career to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing my thing like any other hip hop artist would. KRS-One teaches.
Yeah.
Y'all had is this artist in Richmond, Radio Blitz. He was teaching college courses.
Nice. And a lot of these colleges, a lot of these actors.
What does his handle?
Well, yeah, a lot of these actors, rappers, some of them don't go to college, but a lot of them have honorary degrees.
Yeah,
and I've always thought that was so interesting.
I want one. I'm coming for my honorary doctorate.
I mean, I'm talking about like Harvard, Princeton, like these Yale. They give these people these degrees.
I would like one from Spelman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I would love an honorary doctorate from Spelman, if not an Ivy League.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like Vanderbilt or something.
I love it.
Cause I love what is that, Nashville, Tennessee? That's a beautiful city. I love going to Nashville.
Okay. And see, now I gotta do my fire round.
Okay.
Yes or no questions for you. Well, shoot, you done already warmed up, but we've already. I usually use these. No, I usually use these to warm up.
Are we potting?
Hey, we definitely this the one right here.
Okay, we potting.
This the one, not the two. All right. Yes or no? Have you ever taken an acting role that you regretted?
Yes.
Is teaching more rewarding than performing?
Same thing.
Okay. Do you believe that talent is more important than networking?
No.
Okay. Have you ever made a financial decision that completely changed your career?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that creative people are undervalued in today's economy?
By themselves. I think in today's economy, creators and independent thinkers and entrepreneurs undervalue themselves.
Okay.
In this economy.
And if you could do it all over again, would you still choose your same path?
Yes.
Okay. I want to go back to one of these questions. Oh wait, did I ask this one? Have you ever turned down a big opportunity because it didn't align with your values?
Yes. I wish. Can we tell the story?
Yes, please. I wanted to go back to one, but I supplemented it with this one. So tell me, what was the big opportunity that you turned down because it didn't align?
Is this appropriate?
Yeah, of course.
Appropriate for
it's all appropriate.
All right, so in LA, prior to me returning for the summer of 2018, I had an opportunity to earn the money I needed for my rent at the time.
Okay.
But I would had dabbled into drugs. Like
selling drugs?
Yeah, but for somebody else, that would have been a big opportunity because everybody looking for the plug.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And then you real like prissy and cute, so they wouldn't even suspect you.
I accidentally ran into the plug. Accidentally, like a legit one.
Wow.
But I was like,
nah, I'm good. Oh, wow. He was going to give it to you up front? The money up front?
Rent would have got paid. Rent would have been paid.
Understood. a role that you regretted. You said you taking a role that you regretted. Mm-hmm. What was that role?
Not to be all philosophical.
Yeah, philosophical. Yes, ma'am. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But taking on a role as Kamani Amore, I don't regret the path of it. But I didn't realize I was playing a role of something that was an extension, I guess, a little bit of myself, but I had separated so much that it became a role, which is why I changed my name to Shima L Green, because one, that being my name. But always thinking that I have to be performing. Always, have to be on the go. Always have to keep up with the whole idea that, oh, I'm just this big creator and I'm just a creative and that's all that's to it because 2 weeks ago I was sitting down like, why am I just a creator? What's that?
What is a creator? Yeah.
Why am I not nothing else? But from that, I persisted past it and I created this book called Being a Talented Person.
Oh, so you an author too?
Yeah, I wrote 2 books already.
Okay.
But this one I just worked on last month and I completed it already. So now I'm about to tell people, like, this is what being a talented person is. Like, now I understand, like, don't just be playing a role. Because in acting, the playing a role is all about being and willingness to be vulnerable enough to be that character and tell that person's story. And being able to say, hey, like, I empathize with this. So when it comes to yourself, we need to continue to empathize with ourselves. Like, I'm a podcaster. Like,
yeah.
I'm not just playing the role. I'm showing up and I'm being.
Well, you coming? You talking to me? You preaching right now? You spitting right now?
I'm being. So
yeah,
being a talented person at what you do. So talent. When I went to UPS, some people are like, oh, why would you go into a warehouse? You got all those degrees. Why are you doing that? And I'm like, because what I would say is in a production company, a productivity warehouse, it's all about time and producing in a certain amount of time in a certain amount of volume. Okay?
Yeah. It's
not about just getting on the clock and just sitting around. No, because time is money for real. So
you learning how to basically and that's the thing too that I'm learning too, and I'm feeling a little vulnerable too because it's like I'm at a space where I don't have to work. If I did like my job, amen. If I did like my job, I would not mind working, but I would rather not be there to protect my mental health. I saw a lot of people pass away in a very short amount of time while I was at a very young and vulnerable and impressionable age. I always say, like, I grew up in a very sheltered household, so I didn't have any siblings, so I didn't know how to take care of anybody else. So now I'm in charge of these patients who are sick and on life support, and wait a minute, and they like may not make it. Like, it's like, it was a lot for me, but I struggle with finding another source of income other than my podcast or other than something in entertainment. And something is telling me that I don't need to go back to work. I'm trying to listen to God and talk to God and figure out what his plan is for me. Sometimes I feel like he's saying, you can go back opposite of nursing. Like, just do something.
All right.
But I don't know.
So, as I'm listening to you, Brianna, I feel like it was this thing that came across, like, my notebook I was writing, and it said, let God lead, but the rest is up to you. And I was like, what does that mean? And at first I was like, okay, so that means you got to take the steps after that. But no, like, rest in it. Rest in, hey, this is what I'm doing right now, and this is going to get me the income, because a lot of times our logical mind get in the way. Like, that's not reality. I got bills. I got this. I got that. But it's like, let God lead, and the rest is up to you.
Oof.
So that, and also, in nursing, they got all, like, health administration.
It's a lot of different things, yeah.
But if you don't want to do that, don't be wavering.
Yeah.
Just trust God.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I know, I trust God. Like, I already know. I've jumped out off of many buildings, philosophically. Now I'm getting philosophical. I've jumped off many buildings and parachutes have appeared. You know, like I am well aware that God got me, but you know, it's something about this human mind that puts restrictions.
You gotta persist because
Ooh. Okay.
you gotta persist. Y'all, viewers, audiences,
Yes. Oh, she ready to talk.
America, this is the American girl right here.
Yeah.
Persist past what you seeing in front of you.
Oof.
Okay, because that's faith, and I think that's what we got to get back to as a people. This, I don't know how much time we got.
We got all the time.
I told you I was coming to VA, and I thought I was gonna open up a church. I was like, it's a lot going to open up a church.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I look at it a whole different way now. But yeah, I guess we moving forward right now, and we gonna keep walking our walk, and I just breathe like you just so vibrant. You got a glow. You just welcoming. You're so warm.
Aww.
I just know it extends beyond your cast.
My heart.
Okay, like
thank you.
You have one of those faces that's just inviting. It's welcoming.
Aww.
Yeah, truly. And that's gonna get you places. Like
I appreciate
the
that.
face card is not gonna decline, okay? So, you know, take your time with it.
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. I don't want to take up too much of your time. You definitely have been. This has been so valuable for me, girl. Before we got on the mic, it was valuable. Like that was the amount of time and patience and attention that you just spent helping me out. Like literally, I just told you that I be recording on TikTok because I don't have a videographer or a camera. And you was like, okay, but how about this? And let's try this. And let's try and like literally gave me the tools. So thank you so much. I always say time is our greatest asset.
I did have one question. Can I have one question?
Yes, of course.
Sorry. When you were saying that, you know, you're thinking about what's next, the very first workable lesson in my Being a Talented Person book is, what are the 5 things that you're exceptionally well at? Can we get those?
Me? You want me to say that?
5 things
that I'm exceptionally well at.
Yeah.
Dang, I never thought about that. I would say I'm really good at, I feel like I'm good at creating a vibe. Like making people laugh, like you said, like making people feel welcome. So that's one. I'm very ambitious. Like I'm gonna figure something out. Especially when it comes to anything. I'm talking about like even back from nursing school to.
Girl, you gotta have that delusion, that audacity.
That's why I say you gotta be a little mental to be an entrepreneur, because you gotta see things that's not there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be the second thing, being, you know, ambitious. The third thing, oh my gosh, this is hard. This is a really hard activity. The third thing,
I'm gonna send you the book.
Send me the book. I gotta finish.
I'm gonna send you the book.
All right, send me the book.
Okay.
What's your 5 things?
I
only got to do 2 of them things.
Teaching.
Okay.
Praying.
Ooh.
Performing. Being delusional.
Yeah. Yeah.
And representing. Like, I'm the American girl, so representation.
And speaking it into existence. There's a lot of people that a lot of well, actually one specific journalist came on here. She's on the news now, but she was saying that like True Jackson VP was
Keke Palmer.
Exactly. She was like, seeing her on TV made me want to be in this space. So yes, representation does matter. Like people that look like you. But again, like I said, time is our greatest asset. So I definitely appreciate you for sharing some of your time currency with me. I usually end this off by asking you what your favorite quote is, or a quote that you really resonate with is. And if you're reading a book or have read a book that really resonates with you, you can share it. I can go first if you need to.
Yeah.
You need time to think.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think I pulled up. I've been just sending myself quotes lately. What I got here. This haven't been my most recent one, but I'm gonna tell y'all the quote that took me so far. Okay. Like I discovered this in high school. Well, the one I'm gonna use is, the love you take is the love you make.
Ooh, the The love you take is the love you make.
Yep.
Can you look up Charles Du Bois quotes for me?
Charles Du Bois.
Dubois. I had this one. I taped this one on my wall while I was still in high school.
You want me to just say it or?
What? Let me see.
Oh, well, this is just on Google. I just Googled that.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the one that has taken me so far. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the quote is, the important thing is this, to be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could become.
God dang.
So we can't stick to our narratives of what we think we are or what other people say we are. Like moment to moment.
Oof. You spitting that fire. You spitting that fire. And is there any books that resonate with you?
Yes. Contagious. The Crossroads of Should and Must.
Okay.
And lastly, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And mine's the one that I always say that changed my life. It was a few, but the first one was Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The Automatic Millionaire by David Bach. And I really enjoyed 12 Years a Slave. Mm-hmm. It was a long movie, but the book was very short. Like it probably was like 80 pages.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I don't know if I was reading the right one.
I got one more.
Okay, go ahead.
The First 6 Lessons. It doesn't matter who you are, where you work, where you are in life. If you got a chance to read, it's less than 100 pages. It's called The First 6 Lessons. I really believe it's going to change.
The First 6 Lessons.
Mm-hmm. It's by Richard Slavosky or something like that. But he was a Methodist actor. But I'm across the board.
Okay. Cool. Well, okay, I'm looking it up on Amazon now. Again, thank you so much for coming through. This was a phenomenal dynamic. Yes, for sure. This was a great conversation. You're welcome back anytime. Oh, the show. Shout out your show. Shout out how we can support you and what you got going on.
Okay, so I have 2 shows. Well, actually 3. I have Larceny that's being shot in the 804 area. Street Dependence that's being shot in the 804 area. Shout out to Diane for writing that. Shout out to Anthony Coleman and Will Coleman for directing it. And then for Larceny, we have Tyrus or TDP Productions. And then also I'm shooting my own short series called The American Girl. So that's going to be available very soon. A lot of shows rolling out during the summer, fall time. So yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll definitely be looking forward to supporting you in those things. And for those of you on TikTok, on the chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Peace, blessings, love, and good night.